Welcome back, Ellery. I see you. Hey, good morning. Sorry about that. Not sure. I guess I had someone had the wrong link. So, okay, thank you. And I'll make everyone panelists as they join on. Ellery is online on my side. I'll go ahead and just take to her so we can see her. Hey there, Ellery. Hey, right now I'm not actually hearing you. If you will double check your vMix call settings, make sure that you are sending audio. Yeah, I still don't have you. Let's see. I think when you left computer audio on the Zoom, correct?
Yeah, I'm trying to get a separate mic set up, but if it's just my problem, we can continue with Matt's rehearsal.
Hey Jeff, just checking. You don't hear Ellery in the Zoom, do you? Yeah. So I'm not getting anything to her or from her to me. So let me see. I know she can hear me. So Ellery, for now, I think I'm gonna have you go ahead and close your Zoom completely because I think when you left computer audio there, it's also muting the vMix call. So if you don't mind completely closing out of your Zoom, you might need to close out of the vMix call and then log back into it. But yeah, we're still not catching your audio. It just seems like there's a muted microphone on your end. Yeah, stand by. Yeah, I'm just promoting everyone here to panelist. So we're just standing by for Ellery to jump back online. I asked her to close down everything and hop back on. We just weren't catching audio from her into vMix. Ellery, I see you hopped on the Zoom. Not sure if you can hear me on this end. Um, yes, we can hear you. Yeah, this is Nick, the AV Tech. I'm not sure if you have my email. It should be nick@breakoutmediaevents.com. But yeah, if you want to send me any content for the next session, I can definitely take it to that email. If you don't have it, I'll go ahead and type it here into the chat. Great, thank you. Ellery, I'm not sure if you can still hear me.
It should.
I am not seeing you on vMix yet.
Mount or Min said that like.
There you
Can you
are.
still hear me through Zoom? Because I think something's going on with my audio. Like it's not allowing me to run both at the same time. So if you could just get me up to speed. Do I need to mute the Zoom call or?
Yeah, you should be completely leaving computer audio on the Zoom, but when you do that, it appeared to take audio out of vMix as well. But let's try.
Yeah, because I'm hearing double of you right now.
Yeah, so if you don't mind taking the volume completely out of the Zoom, so your audio that's outputting out of Zoom. So let's just try to go ahead and have you leave computer audio completely and see if the vMix call cuts out again.
Okay, I think that worked.
Okay. Yeah, I still
Hopefully.
have you in vMix. If you don't give me a check 1 2. Ellery, if you don't mind saying check 1 2 for me.
Check 1 2.
Great. And everyone in the Zoom should have heard that. If someone minds confirming. Perfect. So we are good. Audio's all routed.
Awesome.
You don't hear double. So great. So as of now, I have these are just things I put together. So I have your guys' PowerPoint deck in here. So the background I just, because the PowerPoint deck looks like just this. So I just threw a background on there. You guys are welcome to change things or give me a better background if you want. I just took that background from your PowerPoint and added it as a background. I have another look here where we can go to, Ellery there with her slideshow going through. Let's see what else we have. I also have the video that I can roll. If you guys would like to see that, we'll go ahead and push the video now. Cool. So that's everything I have from you. I have a PowerPoint, I have a video, and now I have your camera feed. I have not been given a run a show yet, but if we'd like to kind of go through the run a show, I'll let you guys kind of take it away.
I'm not sure if anyone can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So this is where I'll be on stage.
Hey, Ellery, stand by, actually. Do you know what? It sounds like you're not hearing the Zoom because you left computer audio. So stand by. Let me push the Zoom audio back to you. Give me 1 second here. Everyone stand by. Give me 1 minute. Check. Jeff, if you don't mind talking into the Zoom real quick. Just want to make sure Ellery can hear. Stand by. Jeff, let's do that one more time.
Test 1 2, test 1 2. Ellery, can you hear me?
Yes.
Great.
Does that give you a
I
slight
can also hear myself, I think.
Okay, so for this session, usually you're not going to be listening to a panelist coming in. So I'm doing this just for the rehearsal, right? You would not be listening to someone speaking in the session. So for this, I think you are going to hear a loop. Let me see if I can stand by one more second. Let me try to get that out. But in the Zoom, no one else should hear a loop when she speaks. There's no loop there. The only loop right now is actually in Ellery's space. So Ellery, the only way to kind of get rid of that is going to be when you speak. If you don't want to hear yourself in double, you just need to take the output volume and just hit mute on your computer, just so you don't hear yourself when you speak.
Is that just under general settings or in Zoom?
That should actually be on your keyboard. There should be a mute button or a volume all the way down. I'm not sure if you're using a Mac or Windows. If you're using Windows in the
no, I'm using Mac. So just mute. Then I can't hear anything. I feel like if someone talks to me, or like I can't hear you.
So you're only going to do that when you speak.
Okay.
Just so that you don't hear that loop. And then correct me if I'm wrong. Anyone in the Zoom, do you guys hear a loop when she speaks?
I don't hear a loop. Actually, I haven't heard a loop since you rectified that previous issue, but it sounds good on this end. Cool. And Ellery, just so you know, nobody's going to be speaking to you while you're presenting. We'll have a chat moderator in the room, and then also a Sparks chat room moderator that'll be fielding questions to you. Because if we opened it up for everybody to talk to you, 300 people would be wanting to ask you questions all at the same time. So we took that out.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now that everyone we can all talk to each other, everyone can hear each other. Let's run it back to the top of the presentation, where we come into. We would be right here into a logo and just background music as the room opens. Go ahead and fade out music, and then let you guys take it from here.
All right, if you guys don't mind, I'd like to give a quick, brief run of show, because Nick, will you be in control of the PowerPoint the whole time?
I am in control of the PowerPoint. We have a system where you guys can click and tally, but I would love to take notes and just advance on my own show.
Yeah, okay. So just to kind of walk it through, and then maybe we can do the whole thing with Ellery speaking actually to it. But if you go to the PowerPoint slide number 1, that's the cover slide. That's where Ellery is going to be, welcoming everyone, thanking the audience for joining, introducing herself and what the topic is going to be about. So I'm not sure if you want to have Ellery's face on the big screen, if this is where we should do half and half, or... Yeah, I think maybe we should do Ellery's face on the screen.
And I can play with this. Look, Ellery, is this mostly going to be your shot, or are you going to be doing a demo with a full widescreen?
I will be doing a demo.
Okay.
But later.
Yeah, we'll be going back and forth.
Okay, so let me lock this look in here. I'm going to do a little bit of cropping. So this one would just be a little center look. So stand by here with me. You guys can kind of see as I play around. But let's
And Ellery, just so for your FYI, we've also got Leslie Jalorm on the phone, and she's actually going to be your room moderator.
she was swapping out her headphones, so I'm not sure if she heard you there.
Oh, sorry. Ellery, can you hear me now? Ellery? Ellery, can you hear me?
Hey, Ellery,
I don't think she could hear you, Jeff.
Yeah.
I actually lost her. Looks like she's frozen there on the screen.
Okay. Yeah, she's frozen. Hey, Ellery, can you hear me now? Hey, Nick, is she able to hear you?
She's
Ellery,
texting me
can
right
you
now.
hear
She
me?
says she can't hear anything.
Okay, I can hear again. I signed
off
off
with
the VMX. So sorry.
No, that's okay. You gotta love tech rehearsal.
I'm not tech savvy at all either, so this is
Neither am I. But I have to tell you, after the past 2-3 days, I feel like I could actually be tech support now.
nice. That gives me hope.
Yeah, it's all good. I
Thanks.
wanted to let you know that we also have Leslie Jalorm on the call with you today, and she's actually going to be your main person in this room overseeing everything. So I figured we could
Hi,
connect you
Leslie.
two together.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is more or less the look. I'll work on lining everything up, sizing everything, fancying it up, just to keep going through the tech rehearsal. We'll just do this for now, but more or less this is going to be our look when we go to intro.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, on slide 2, Ellery's going to be telling the audience that we're going to be doing a giveaway, so, encouraging the audience to stay tuned to the very end. And so this is where, Ellery is going to be doing a demonstration. So there are certain parts of this PowerPoint, yes, where we want to just see her. We don't need to see the slides. In particular, I'm talking to slides 10 through 18. Those don't need to really be seen on the screen. If they could be at the bottom corner, but mainly focusing on her. And then the rest of the PowerPoint can kind of be back and forth or split in the middle. Slide number 6 is an entire video, so that should take up the entire screen. So do you want to go through each slide one by one, or what's the best way to figure this out?
Yeah, let's go through from the top, one by one. Let's have Ellery kind of speak through them a little. You could paraphrase, and you don't have to go through the full thing. But let's have you kind of click through, and I'll kind of catch where you want to advance slide, and we'll kind of go from there.
Okay.
And by here, go back to the top. Next. Okay, so we put some music. Music's gonna fade out, and then we're gonna go to this double hook. And we are live. And Ellery, this is where you would take over, and you would start coming in with the beginning of your presentation.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Sparks presentation. Thank you so much for joining. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Ellery. I'm a STEM educator. Today we're just going to talk a little bit about how we have amazing benefits in our career and what you can expect to see with Sparks. So follow along with me. At the end, we'll be giving away free Just a Taste intro kits. So make sure you stick around for that. We'll have some fun questions at the end. And yeah, I'm really excited to jump in and just explain more about Sparks Color Transformer to you. So, can anyone hear me?
Yep, Ellery, can you see the chat? Ellery? Hey, Ellery, can you see the chat?
Hey, Ellery, can you see the chat? It seems we lost her when she popped those headphones back in.
Hello?
There you are.
Ellery?
Can you hear-
So we will be giving away three just to taste intro kits. We are going to be giving you 12 color tubes, one color transformer, and a 13 volume color developer inside the just taste. So make sure you stay tuned in for the whole segment. Like I said, we'll have some questions at the end, and yeah, just hopefully this will give you some more information about color transformer, and we'll have a fun science experiment. So yeah, stick around for that. So have you ever wanted a color line where you didn't have to carry two separate lines of color? You could, let's see, sorry. So have you ever just like wanted a color line where you don't have to carry two lines? You can save space and time and money all in your inventory. You don't have to worry about finding a color that can match between a permanent line. And everything is just at your fingertips. Can you imagine if you only had to carry one line? Imagine if you can only carry one line and could reap all the benefits of permanent color by creating a semi-permanent color. So with color transformer, you're going to save salon space. You only would have to carry one color line. With color transformer, you could get 25% more working product and 30% savings against leading competitors. With color transformer, you can create true seamless, true tone-to-tone color matches. And with our color transformer, you can transform all of our 81 permanent shades into 6,400 color combinations. So now introducing our Sparks color transformer.
And is this where we're gonna roll video now?
This is just a little GIF. You can play the GIF as she's saying, well, you can, introducing the color transformer. And then this is just supposed to be a transition slide to slide 6, which is the video that you'll play.
Okay. So I'll let the GIF play out, and then as she ends, that's when we'll go right into it. So if you don't mind, let's roll back. I'm stand by with me. I'm gonna make this play automatically. Okay, so the GIF plays now as soon as we get to that slide. So we'll come back out to the Imagine It Could. Ellery, if you don't mind, get to the bottom of that, and then we'll work on this transition into the Well You Can. We'll let the GIF play and go to video. Ellery, are you there?
Okay, so I think, I don't know if anyone can still hear me, but moving on to the demi-permanent color. So with Sparks, we know that all color, we don't use a permanent color.
Hold on a second, Ellery. I think they just want you to
With
go back to
getting
slide
the
4
results
and
that we want to. So demi-permanent
Ellery,
is
stand
going
by.
to come in handy sometimes for you. Not every scenario requires permanent color. So with Sparks color transformer, this is truly magic in a bottle. This is going to allow every hairdresser an extra tool in their toolbox that they need. This is going to allow you to transform all of your permanent shades into a demi-permanent. With our Sparks color transformer, like I said, this is going to lower the pH, so this is a great way to have more of a gentle result. When you purchase a bottle of color transformer, you instantly double your inventory. So this is going to give you so many more working options. It's a true tone-to-tone match. No extra shelf space needed. This is truly such a game changer for stylists. When you use our color transformer, you get 25% extra working product. So you get 5 ounces of demi-permanent versus 4 ounces. And yeah, so you can get a nice true to tone color match with the color transformer. So combining all of our shades together, you can create so many different options. So let's break down how it works. So within the color transformer, the key ingredient that you're going to want to remember is the lactic acid. So what this is doing is it's lowering the ammonia, lowering the pH level, creating a more alkalized, gentle result using less hydrogen peroxide. When you use the color transformer, you still will reap the benefits of the color binding technology. So this is binding the color from the inside out of the hair, repairing past damage on the cuticle layer, and replenishing natural occurring lipids during the color process. So you'll have vibrant, shiny, long-lasting color results with our demi-permanent color as well as our permanent.
Hold on, Ellery, can you hear me?
Ellery, are you there?
Can you hear me?
So now we will dive into our science behind the color transformer, and we're going to set up a little science experiment just to show you the different pH levels and what you can expect to see.
Can you hear us? She said no. She texted me on the side.
Ellery, can you hear us now? Ellery, are you there? Check 1, 2. Ellery, check 1, 2.
Does she still have her computer unmuted? Like, does she need to do something?
I think she needs to unmute her computer, yes.
Okay, I'm texting her that right now. She said her computer is not on mute.
Check 1, 2. Ellery, are you there? She froze.
Hey Nick, what's your internet look like?
You know, I actually can't see that.
Oh, okay.
Just before I was able to tell. So far, her internet seems pretty good. I think she logged off because earlier when we were having issues, I asked her to log off and re-log in. Now, Jeff, I think having the two programs open on the same computer is kind of throwing it off. It's kind of confusing, and it's also confusing the computer, which microphone to open up and.
Right.
So I mean, we might have to look at having like a second device to run Zoom for the presenters and have the vMix call just be the only one coming in. I mean, we can figure that out offline too, but it looks like
Ellery.
Back. Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, cool. And can you hear the Zoom?
Hey Ellery, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So obviously you're using a Mac.
Yes.
Do you also have an iPad?
No.
Okay. Nick, would she be able to use her phone for this as well? Like for Zoom on her phone?
Yes, she definitely could. That would work better because then she would take the audio off of vMix and then she could completely turn the volume all the way down on her phone on the Zoom, and then it's just a visual. All she sees is the chat for Zoom. And
Right.
she sees the program, because I push her back the program on vMix, so she sees herself in a corner and the program as well.
Okay. So let's just do a trial run using her Mac and her phone and see if that's a good solution.
Copy that. Thank you.
I'm not sure how to turn the sound settings off on the vMix website.
So we actually want that live. That's where we want you to bring audio into vMix and out of vMix. So that should be your only device that is receiving audio and sending audio. Your secondary device, which is going to be your phone, is going to run Zoom, and that's so you can see the chat box. But on that one, you need to turn the volume all the way off, and you also need to mute that microphone.
Okay. So yeah, the reverb is only coming from Nick's voice.
That's because I'm routed into the Zoom so everyone can hear me, and I have the Zoom coming back to you so you can hear the Zoom, and I'm also routed directly to you. So hold on, let me see. Do you hear a loop now?
No.
Perfect.
That's a lot louder.
Cool. We'll rock it like that, and everyone in the Zoom can hear me, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Cool. We'll go like this. And give me about 15 seconds. Hold on here.
Ellery, by the way, you look great on camera.
Thank you. I try. You can see my face when I'm stressed out, though, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm on Zoom on my phone, and I closed out of it on my computer. Hopefully everything's muted on my phone.
Yeah. I would make a suggestion that you make sure to have your charger plugged in to the phone while, for the day of. That way we don't lose any battery life.
Okay.
The same
So
goes
the
for your
most
computer.
important thing for the Zoom would be the chat then?
Correct.
For that day? Okay. Thank you. That's better for some reason then.
And just to kind of reiterate, you're going to have two moderators in the chat. So yes, you can keep an eye on the chat, but know that they'll be answering. So let's say you've already answered a question like within a minute or two, and somebody's in the chat asking the same question. Let the moderators answer that second person. That way you can just move along with your presentation.
Okay.
Because you've already answered it, and the moderators know the answer, and let them answer it if it pops up again and again and again.
Sounds good.
Yeah. That way you're just not repeating yourself over and over.
Perfect.
Hey, well, I'm back now. If we want to go back all the way to the top, and let's kind of go back from just the logo, and then we're going to be cutting back into this first look here, and then this is where you would go and take your presentation, and we can click through these pretty quick. I just want to get to that video one more time. So, Ellery, if you don't mind taking it from right about here.
Okay. So imagine if you could only carry one line, save some space, get 25% more working product, and get 30% savings while you're doing so to receive seamless true tone-to-tone match color, and you can combine all of our shades to create any shade that you would imagine. So you can make 6,400 different combinations with Sparks. And yeah, so now I'm going to introduce the Sparks Color Transformer. know, not all of your coloring services are going to require a permanent option. So that's why with the color transformer, it's so nice that we're giving you the option for creating a demi-permanent color. And it's been made really easy. You can turn all of our shades into demi-permanent formulas. So by purchasing a bottle of color transformer, you instantly can double your inventory. This requires no extra shelf space needed, no color matching guessing games. You can create the same match with the same tube with different longevity and different use. So this is truly a game changer for the stylist. This is just so many more versatility options and a gentler approach to coloring your hair. So let's break down how it works. Let's learn the science behind the color transformer. So this part. Okay, so within the color transformer, the magical ingredient that you're going to see and learn about is going to be lactic acid. So the lactic acid found in the color transformer is a pH balancer. It's lessening the effects of the ammonia that it's found that's in color. So by lowering the pH, there's also will be conditioners in the color transformers. Color transformer that says buffering agents during the color surface, just allowing the color process to be more gentle. This is allowing you to color with less ammonia, lower pH level, less hydrogen peroxide, and lower alkalinity. So when you're coloring,
sorry to cut you off here.
have color finding technology in it. So when you're transforming it into a demi, you still receive those benefits. Achieving vibrant, shiny, long-lasting
thing, guys. As Ellery, as you're saying all of that, Nick, can you stay on slide 10? Because after she explains, you know, the color transformer and how it works, she's going to walk through a science demonstration, and she literally will have vials in her hand. She'll have A, B, C, and D, and she'll be like dropping liquids into vials and showcasing how like the liquid changes. So her little spiel right there, let's stay on slide 10, and then when she's pulling up the vial A like on the camera, then we'll move to slide 12. Then vial B, then we'll move to slide 13. And then we'll make our way down to 17.
Okay.
Yeah, that slide right there is supposed to be hidden. It's just for Ellery's sake to, you know, prepare and to study, but it's not meant to be seen on screen.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, because slide 10 just advanced over. This is what I had as slide 10. Are you referring slide 10 as this one?
Go back. It should be the science behind Spark's color transformer where it has a cute little, beaker. Yep, so this is a slide that should stay as she's kind of speaking to what she's about to do and demonstrate.
Okay, so from this we'll go into actual demo, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the slide advance won't happen until we come out of demo. Or while she's in demo, I'll go ahead and advance the slide. And am I ever going to be bringing this look in during the demo?
You know what? I think that it would be nice because as Ellery's speaking, having this slide as like a guide so they can kind of reference to what she's talking about would be nice if we could do, a split screen like this. Ellery, do you mind just pretending you have like a vial in your hand?
Yeah. So let me just pretend this is vial A. So right now I'm just filling up the first vial with our pH liquid. This is kind of our starting point of pH. So this could be, you could think of this as the first hair. Before you color it at state, the pH is blue liquid. So then that would be our starting. That's our standard. So vial A, like just showing the process or the pH liquid.
Mm-hmm. I think to help Nick out, Ellery, if you can tell him, like, okay, go to the next slide, just for right now, so he can kind of get a gist of like how long you're going to speak to each vial for.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And
so for vial A,
the queuing
the shortest
system?
one, because it's going to be the standard. Vial B, I'll talk a little bit more about what's explaining. So I'm doing the experiment, and then once the clickers are changing, I would say that would be time to move on to the next one. So I'm not actually probably doing the full experiment right now because I don't have the clickers quite yet, but just talking through it. I'll be in the different liquids, and you'll be able to really see like how far I'm moving along. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So vial B, this is representing the hair color. From a hair color, the pH is raised, and this is allowing the cuticle to lift, so the color can actually be deposited deeply within the hair strand. As the sparks permanent hair color processes, the color molecules are deposited in the hair strand. The pH lowers, closing the cuticle back down and locking color molecules. Finally, each hair strand is enveloped in a smart oleo system, sealing the strand with care and protection. You can move on to the next slide. Vial C, this represents our demi-permanent color. So we use the demi-permanent color, the pH is lowered, and this allows the cuticle to lift just slightly, allowing for the color molecules to deposit more on the outer layer of the structure, creating a more demi result that is going to be easier. Release if you need to lift it out, and a gentle fade from the hair. Vial D. This vial represents the action it takes when we use the magic color transformer drops. So by adding our which represents the color and raises the pH. Next, we're going to add the transformer drop. And watch as the magic happens. Sparks transformer drops works by reducing the pH and magically transforming sparks color into demi-permanent with just one step. And then vial E. This is representing the magic of spark hair color in its entity. So we're going to start the base, which represents the permanent color, and then we're going to show you how to add the transform drops, which is what is bringing the pH down to create true demi-permanent pH level. So yeah, this is just allow every stylist to voice this shape half the space. And vial F. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do this one. Probably going to do like a ratio with 1 to 1.5.
Mm-hmm. Do you have I think we should figure out right now what works best on camera. If you were to hold each vial up and like drop in the base, drop in the transformer, is it easier for the audience to see the liquid changing as you're holding it, or if you had like a table? Do you have anything like, whether it's books or anything that can kind of match?
Yeah, I'll have probably set up so I can set the higher on something so the files get here.
Mm-hmm.
If that works. Okay. I can put it up.
Yeah, Jeff, Tika, Leslie, from an audience perspective, what do you think is better, for her to have the vials just sitting up next to the camera, or her holding it one by one in her hand?
Sorry, I was trying to unmute myself. I think for me, if I was a spectator, even though this is a great shot, I think maybe if we could pull the computer a little bit further away and then find a way to put like your beakers on like an acrylic shelf or wood or something, like a little display for the perfect. Yeah, I think that would be great in the shot to see you actually working on a table.
Like turn it. Maybe stand up to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll work on that.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, Ellery, like we can have another team meeting with like Steph and Kelly and everyone. We can kind of fine tune those details and just rehearse more in depth. But at least I just wanted to kind of see a gist of it right now.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Cool.
Okay, I think we left off at like slide 17. Now moving on to slide 18.
Okay. So just going further depth with the color transformer technology is really easy to use. Mixing ratio is going to be 1 to 1.5. And And yeah, so you would, if you're applying this on previously lightened hair, you only need to process for 10 minutes. And if you're doing it on a virgin application, you can let it process for 25 minutes. And yeah, don't be afraid to let our process time run for the full 30 minutes. Okay, so now we have a little quiz. Let's see how you remembered.
And then let me just kind of step in here really quick. So Nick, as a moderator, so I want Ellery to read the question and then give it like a dramatic pause and then say each one by one. So A, and then B, C, D. And I think I have like a little animation on each one where it will fade in one by one. So just kind of making sure that happens versus just, you know, having it all show up at once.
Yeah,
And
so
then
I'll let,
for the moderators, I'm sorry, yes?
No, keep going. I'll come back to it.
Oh, I was going to say on slide 22, so for anyone that's moderating the chat box, Leslie, if it's going to be you or anyone else, we want to give away the Just a Taste intro kit to the first audience member that answers the question correctly. So for example, the first question is, what is a color transformer, right? Is it A, B, C, or D? Ellery will read the question, read the answers, and then give it like maybe a minute and a half, and then reveal the answer. Answer is C. But Ellery's going to be telling the audience like, all right, guys, whatever you think the correct answer is, drop it in the chat box below. And then if you guys can just monitor like, you know, what everyone's guessing, and whoever answers it correctly, which is C, if it's like, let's say Ashley 101, just make note of that. And then that's where Ellery will say, all right, guys, answer is C. Ashley 101, you were the first person to guess it correctly. Please go to the Sparks booth and to claim your prize. And that's where I'll be working the booth, and I'll like work with them to ship their prize to them and etc. But I just kind of wanted to let you guys know that because we plan to have 3 questions. And yeah, the first person to answer each question correctly will win the prize.
Of course. Can you do me a favor? Can you send me the answers prior, just so I'm not having to kind of go back and forth or listen, so I can just truly focus on who's winning?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. That'll work.
So let's hit that back, Ellery, and we'll go, and I'll kind of literally follow you as far as like, let's test your knowledge. And then oh, sorry, wrong keyboard. I'll go to, what is the color transformer? And then like she said, you're going to hit the little pause. And then as you're saying A, I'll bring in A. As you're saying B, I'll bring in B. As you're saying C, we'll bring in C. As you say D, we'll bring in D. And this is where we would hang for the answer. And then I bring in the answer as you say the answer. So basically, as you reveal, I'll reveal. That's kind of how we'll go with that.
Perfect. Okay. So the answer is C for the pH detector for the first question.
Let's go all the way, if you don't mind, let's roll all the way back to right here, just so we can tech through that. Make sure Jen and everyone else likes that.
All right, everyone. So now it's time for the quiz. Let's test your knowledge and see what you remembered. What is the color transformer? Is it A, 5-volume developer, B, 0-volume developer, C, a pH formula diluter, or D, 7-volume developer?
And then this is where you should tell the audience that, all right, guys, go in the chat area and put in what you think the best answer is. Remind them of the giveaway, and that the first person that guesses it right will win it.
All right, so everyone go ahead and send your answers in, and the first person that gets it right will win the Just Taste intro kit. The correct answer is C.
I apologize.
A pH diluter. All right, question number 2. How much more working product do you get when you use color transformer? Is it A, 5% more, B, 10% more, C, 15% more, or D, 25% more? Give you a few moments to answer, head over to the chat box and type your answer. The answer is D. You will get 25 more % working product with Color Transformer. And the last question, what's the mixing ratio for Color Transformer? Is it A, 1 to 1 to 1, B, 1 to 2 to 1, C, 1 to 1 to 0.25, or D, 1 to 1 to 0.5? Give you a few moments to answer. Send over your answer in the chat box. And the answer is D, 1 to 1 to 0.5. Everyone, thank you so much for playing the quiz. Your lucky winners will receive the Taste intro kits. You can claim those at the Sparks booth.
So Nick, just to kind of a pointer on this slide right here. So after on slide 26, right, when you guys reveal the last answer of the third question, that's where, leave it to, have Ellery, say, yes, go to the Sparks booth, go collect your prize. And then after that, slide number 27, were all the pictures of the UGC. That's where Ellery's just kind of recap the entire presentation, just talk about why the Color Transformer is so amazing, what you can do with it. Check out all of the amazing, content people have been posting on Instagram. Like, this is where she's going to say all that. So as she says it, each picture will phase in.
Okay, and those automatically go, so I think you guys might have timed that out before. So, yeah, so we'll go from here, and then I'll let you finish.
I've got a quick question. How are we validating the winner? So if I'm a participant and I guess the correct answer for one of the questions, is my name just going to pop up Leslie, or does it pop up with some unique identifier to say, okay, Leslie, number 12785 is going to come claim the prize, guys. So this way, we don't have 3,000 people going to the Sparks booth. I got it right. You know what I mean? How are we validating that against the chat? Am I making sense?
Yeah, you're making sense. I mean, I think it just depends on how. I haven't registered and created my booth avatar yet, so I actually don't know. As far as you're right, like, is it just going to be my full name? I think it is. Versus Jenna 1 2 3 4 5. So I would assume whatever the avatar name is, we're going to mark that name as the winner, and that winner will just be able to come to the Sparks booth, because how many Jenna Plukas are there in this world? I mean, maybe 2 at the most, but I think probably 1, unless it's like a common name.
I just wanted to make sure it was your first and last name displaying, just so they know. Okay.
If I may shed some light on the avatar process, your avatar will actually have, Jenna Faluca Sparks next to your name, or Jeff DeShazer Sparks next to your name above your head, floating with you at all times. And then because you're with a brand, around your feet, you'll kind of have this like blue glowing disc that follows you around your feet. So no matter where you're at in the program, everybody knows that you're with Sparks and that you're actually a brand avatar. So for the customers, they'll actually have the full name above their head. So whatever they choose to name themselves, that's what's going to be above their head. So it won't have a number or like a number designation. It'll actually have their full name.
And that the full name will appear on the chat box as well, Jeff?
Correct.
Got it. Okay, sorry.
You're good. That was a really good question.
Well, and to that point, if whatever their name is in Zoom, so it may not match Zoom versus what they've signed up for in the avatar world. So, hopefully their name is the same in Zoom that they signed up for their account as it is the avatar program. Does that make sense? I know that sounds weird, but
yeah.
So for like me, like you see my name on the screen, it says Jeff.DeShazer. That was assigned to me by Zoom. But in the program, it's just going to be Jeff DeShazer Salon Centric.
Okay, I'm clear.
Hey, just to keep a timekeeper, we are at noon, and I think we would be moving it to Maveley. We can come back to Ellery. I know everything is the same thing, or you guys are the same Spark, so if we want to keep with Ellery, up to you guys. Just giving you guys a timekeeper notice.
Yeah. Is the link the same?
Maveley will actually be, yeah, as far as Zoom is the same.
Yeah.
Maveley will use her vMix call link. I do not see her online
Okay.
yet, but yeah, she will use that link.
Hey,
to
Jenna,
log
do we
in.
know if Maveley has the updated Zoom link?
She does. I just sent it to her like a few minutes ago, and I also texted her, so she's probably
Perfect.
trying to log on right now.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, and she should be getting on to the vMix call too.
hmm
I'm not sure she has that link yet, but she.
Yes. But I think, yeah, to be respectful of your time, Ellery. So, do you have time to stay on for a few extra minutes? Or if not, if that's totally fine, we could meet as a team and go through all of this in depth at a later date and time.
Yeah, I unfortunately have to go now, so I will stick around, but I'm gonna come studying and would love to have a follow-up.
Yeah, no worries. I will touch base with you later on. I'll send you an email and we'll figure out a time for us to meet again. But thank you so
Okay.
much
Thank
for
you,
giving me
everyone.
everything.
Thank you.
See
Great
you.
job.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, thank you. Hey, and Jenna, if you're still there, this is Nick.
Mhm.
You are welcome to loop me in on anything you need. I think you have my email. So yeah, I'll be available until the show. So feel free to email me or check in
Awesome.
with me. Anything you guys need.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I think spending this time to just make sure the girls like technical wise can log in and they can hear themselves. It just like, yeah, I think this is what we need. But I just sent you the Spanish version of the PowerPoint like an hour ago, but we ended up finding some last minute tweaks. So if it's not a problem, can I send you the final Spanish PowerPoint like maybe in a day or so?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll go grab the one you just sent me right now. Let me go grab that one, and then I will pull it up. So stand by.
Okay. So I sent Mavelli the new Zoom link, and she says she's in, but she's getting an error that says waiting for host to start this meeting.
I do not see her. Let me make sure we're sending her the correct Zoom link. I'll put it in the chat right now. So I know we changed it a couple times. Oh, do you know what that might have been just to Leslie? Sorry. All panelists. There you go.
Okay. Just to be safe, I'll send this one to her.
And I don't see her on the vMix call. Do you need me to send that as well in the chat?
No, she has it.
Copy that.
All right, let me get on a call with her for 1 second, and then I'm going to put myself on mute.
Cool. I'm actually going to step for a bio break, and I will be back on in 2 minutes.
Hey, Jeff, are you still on?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, do me a favor. When you like click on the bottom of your screen, that toolbar instantly pops up in Zoom where it says Q&A, participants, chat, share screen, record. You see that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What does Q&A mean?
So that's something that we'll have to cover. That we'll cover on Friday for everybody working these rooms. Not on
Okay.
Friday. I don't know when Tika's got that set up, but so there's
Yeah,
two different options.
I remember something coming through.
Yeah, there's two
Okay.
different options. You can put your question in the chat, or you can put it in the Q&A. So we'll have somebody watching the Q&A. So when we did this for Beauty Reimagined, we have to figure out if we're going to take off the Q&A.
Yeah,
It's technically two different chat rooms, and it's
Got it.
kind of a, yeah, Tika, go ahead.
yeah, sorry to interrupt, but yes, Jeff, I agree with you. I actually spoke with Dave about this because this came up in some of the other rooms. We're gonna not keep the Q&A because it's just too much to manage. And since we only have essentially 2 people in each location monitoring it, it's very hard to hop in and out of both. So we're going to disable the Q&A portion and just focus on the chat. And to be
Perfect.
honest with you, Leslie, at least for the digital programs I've done, instinctively, most people go to the chat versus going to the Q&A. So you'll have a few there, but it's more, the burden is on us because we have to keep going and checking it, you know.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And Leslie, did you and Nick, did you guys see that we are oversold? We are sold out.
Oh, that's awesome, Jeff.
Yeah, we just got the news. Brittany just posted it in the chat.
Yeah. So what was it, 2,500 or 5,000 or how many?
4,200.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Congratulations.
Thanks. Team effort. Total team effort.
That's awesome.
Hello there, Maveley. We're going to need to get a couple sound settings dialed in with you before I go ahead and unmute you. So you're actually not going to be able to, we're not going to hear you right now, so you're just going to be hearing me. So if you should have 2 devices open right now. You should have vMix and Zoom. If you'll go to the Zoom and completely leave audio, that's why we're getting a little loop and feedback.
All right, guys, I just got off the phone with Mavelli. She should be logging in just a few moments.
Mavelli, if you don't mind giving me a test 1, 2, 3. Mavelli, do you hear me? Check 1, 2. Hey, it looks like just from seeing this right away, we're definitely having some network connection issues on her end. Yeah, there she is again. Hi, Mavelli, can you hear us? Mavelli, check 1, 2. Mavelli, check 1, 2. Can you hear us? Check 1, 2. Can you hear me now? Thank you, Jenna. I just got that. I was just about to ask you. Will someone give Mavelli a call? We just need to check her settings. It appears that she is muted on vMix. That's why I cannot hear her. I'm not getting any level back in. We might need to do this if she's working this 2 programs on the same device. We might need to do what we did last time with Ellery.
Okay.
If someone doesn't mind giving her a call, let's have her completely get out of Zoom. So have her quit Zoom and then only log into vMix. And then after
Okay,
she's
I'll give her a
logged into
call right now. Her
Okay,
cell
thank
phone.
you.
You want me to tell her what to get out of Zoom?
Yeah, completely go out of Zoom and then have her just log in solely through vMix. And let's get the vMix up. Let's get her talking into vMix. Let's get you guys talking to her. And then once we have that done, we'll have her then open up Zoom and then have her mute that microphone. And then we should be all set up from there. So that'll kind of have to be the order of operations as far as getting our presenters online, is that they come into vMix first and then they will enter the Zoom.
Okay.
Check 1, 2. Maveley, are you there? Jeff and Leslie, definitely appears that we're having network issues with her.
Okay.
Okay.
Looks like she's on a mobile device right now, based on her the way she's coming in vertically.
Yeah.
So we might want to get her into a computer and wired in. And I think that's if she's have Zoom and vMix open on a mobile device, especially if it's an iPhone, it's definitely we're gonna have issues.
Okay.
Yeah, we ran into that yesterday with another group.
Do you guys
Yeah,
want her to log in with an iPad versus a phone?
An iPad will work, yes, if she can. Yes, so let's have her go to vMix through the iPad, and then once she's set up there, she could then open up Zoom with her mobile device.
Okay. Mavelli, can you try logging in vMix with your iPad? And then let's test that for a second. And then when you are up and running, we'll try Zoom on your mobile phone. All right, guys, she's going to try it.
Thank you.
Hey guys, while we're waiting, I have another question, and I'm sorry if I'm asking too many, but will we have an official timekeeper? Will I act as that as well, just to make sure when we're live that we stay on track? And
That's a good question.
Nick, I think that would fall on you, correct? As you're in charge of the slides.
Yeah, I would advance slides. Oh, we got Mavelli back on.
Want to test? I think we're real. Hold on. Yes.
But Leslie, I think that'd be especially in the WhatsApp, I think maybe it'd be great if you could call out, like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
okay.
Mavelli, can you hear us?
She should be able to hear us. If you don't mind giving us a thumbs up if you do. I'm not getting any level back from her. We had her when you guys were on the phone. I think you guys' phone calls were getting into the microphones. If you don't mind giving her a call again, and let's just make sure that she's unmuted the microphone on vMix on the iPad.
That her iPad is muted or
Is unmuted.
not muted? Unmuted, okay.
Oh, there we go.
It's unmuted.
Okay, perfect. Now I got your level. Mind giving me a check 1, 2? Mavelli, if you can hear me, please give me a check 1, 2.
Check 1, 2.
Everybody in the Zoom heard her?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So we're
Yep.
Yes.
and you're hearing people in the Zoom right now?
Hey, Maveley, how are you?
Hello, good, and you?
Good.
Great. So it appears we're routed. I do see some network connectivity issues. You kind of do come in and out, and I imagine the audio is probably coming in and out as well. But we can kind of tech through this, and then if we got to figure out a better network connection, we are going to have to look at a solution for that. But let's move forward. I'm going to pull up your PowerPoint here. Just give me 1 second.
You look so cute, Mavelli. I always love your makeup.
Thank you. I was rushing this morning to make
Are you able to hear us? Are you able to hear us good? Do we come off like we're cutting off?
No,
Or you can
I
hear
can
us
hear
fine.
you now.
Okay.
so I have the slides up. Um, we could do some formatting and stuff in a minute here, but yeah, we can start checking through these slides. Let me make them a little bigger so she can see. Give me just 1 minute on formatting.
Mavelli, for the science demonstration, do you plan to have the vials and everything on a table? Do you have like
Yes.
a rolling table that you're gonna bring in?
Yes, I will have a table. Right now I have a display short, so I'm gonna have to get something higher. But yes, I will have that as well.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because we just tried it with Ellery where she was sitting down and it didn't really, it just wasn't, aesthetically appealing. So I think I want to have you girls standing up and then, yeah, having a table that is at the proper height to kind of sit the vials and the beaker and all that stuff.
Okay.
Okay, we're ready to
And then
kind of tech through.
I have a quick question. Jeff, when you were giving us the the little preview of what the stage presentation looks like, you know how we saw one giant screen, but then there was like two small screens to the left and right? Remind me again, those can't be branded, right? Those are just going to say like Salon Centric on them?
Oh, you mean so Tika, correct me if I'm wrong, but we cannot brand those side screens, right? Or can we?
I know that I do
So-
not have access to those outboard screens. So if that would be done, I think that would have to be done through Dave and
Yeah, I know that we were. Let me get back to you on that one, Jenna, because we're kind of going back and forth on whether or not they can be branded.
Okay, yeah, no worries, because
But
I've
if they
seen
can, but if they can, we'll request some assets from you so that we can make sure they are branded with Sparks logo.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey Jenna, speaking about branding and just what I have up here is just generic. What I threw. If you have better logos or you have better locations of where you want branding and what you want, I can add anything you guys send me. Other people I was using their Instagram was on. So there's options. Kind of whatever you guys want. You're welcome to, and we can work offline on this. Is welcome to send me back and forth what you would like to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll have to touch base with the lead of our art department, but I will definitely speak with her and then get back to you on kind of what we envision. But it'll probably be this rainbow gradient as the background, and then our logo. So it won't be off from what you have.
Awesome. Great. Well, we'll work on that. Thank you.
Okay, so I think we should, take it to the top again. And it'll be the same flow as what we did for Ellery. So Mavelli will introduce herself. She'll go into the the giveaway. And then when it comes to the science demonstration, we'll kind of flip back and forth like what we were doing with Ellery.
Hey Jenna, I can confirm that we cannot brand those side screens.
Okay, no problem.
Yep.
So Mavelli, this is where you will see a logo on the vMix screen, and you'll hear some music coming through. Playing music, I'm not sure, but you would basically see the logo. You'd hear some music. As soon as you hear me fading down music, and the music cuts out, you know I'm about to cut to you, and this is where I'm cutting to you. With your first slide is gonna be up. Or I think I'm going to be going to this, and this is where you would introduce yourself and then go right into your presentation, where I would then click into your first slide.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and run that.
Hola, buenas Mabel Escalera. Soy una de las educadoras de Spark y el día de hoy estoy aquí con ustedes presentándole en este show como cada antes. Mantén sintonía. Tres premios. De esos tres premios se van a ir a tres personas. Lo único que tienes que hacer es poner atención, mantener sintonía para detectar de estos premios. El premio incluye dos colores, un color transformador y tres de volumen pero no lo puedes perder. Mantén sintonía para poder ganar uno que puedes encontrar. Hay muchas dificultades cuando tienes salón, como la de tener poco espacio en tu estudio, también al igual que no crear la misma forma de permanente. Entonces, es una de las dificultades que no se nos presentan. Hay variantes, entonces, ¿no te gustaría tener una línea que completo bajo todo el cuerpo? Imagínate si tuvieras
Choppy, Ryan.
Yeah, I was just typing back. So the choppiness is her network connection. We're going to definitely have to get a better network connection on her end. If she's just going Wi-Fi from wherever she's at, there's no way she has enough internet, or at least upload speed, because she's uploading to the internet. We're going to really have to fix that because you're extremely choppy. And yeah, if you're just driving off of an iPad connected to a Wi-Fi network, we might need to look at a better solution.
For
What if you
what if
share-
you're sharing from a desktop? Would a desktop be different than an iPad?
Absolutely, because you guys could run out a network cable to the desktop, and the desktop would then be on hardwired into the network.
Okay. Yeah, the day of we'll get to my today because I'm at work.
Okay, so yeah, day of, you're going to definitely want to be in a hardwire connection. And where did you say
Okay.
the location you will be presenting from is?
I would be presenting from home.
Okay, so at your house, you'll just need to, if you have a wireless router, which you should, that's connecting your Wi-Fi, there's hardwire ports in there. So you'll have to get like a 25-foot Cat5 cable, or we'll have to work on getting that into your hands. But you'll just have to run that cable, and depending on what computer you're using, you might need a dongle or an adapter to connect the network cable back in to the computer, and that would be the proper connection we want to get for you to have a network connection.
Do you mind sending those recommendations, Nick, to me via email, and then I'll just distribute that to Mabelli and Ellery?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay,
And
but
Ellery
Mabelli, you can
appeared to
proceed.
have-
We were just saying that, yeah, it was hard to hear you, but now we know that when you get on the desktop, it'll probably be a lot better.
And it would be desktop or laptop.
That's fine. Either way, we can get a network cable directly into it. If it's a laptop, you're gonna have to get an adapter most likely. Any newer model computer doesn't have a network port anymore. So we'll definitely, I'll send the specs and a list of what you guys need, and we'll work on getting that into your house.
Yeah, because I have my Mac. Have the adapter. I would have adapter as well.
Okay.
Okay. Imagina si pudieras una línea de color que te diera la variedad de un color permanente y permanente. Ahorré el 3% de trabajo al igual que el 25% contra los líderes competidores. Entonces estarías ahorrando dinero, espacio y no solamente eso, pero también creando más productos. Y esto solamente con nuestro que te da 81 y lo puedes crear en 24 fórmulas. Hay muchas variedades que puedes probar. Sí se puede y esto es transformador. Lo único que necesita es usar color acomodador, tres volúmenes y el color que sea para color de permanente. El color de mi permanente transforma tu color de permanente a de mi permanente. El ácido fue lo que permite que se pueda convertir al permanente. Y todo esto es diluyendo nuestra y diluyendo los efectos. Todo esto nos permite poder hacer nuestro color permanente. Y esto es con cualquier tono de cuarzo. Tú puedes usar cualquier tono permanente, convertirlo en permanente. Y no solamente eso, cuando tengas la necesitas refrescarle el color, ya no necesitas estar para fórmulas. Con un solo tubo de color puedes obtener el mismo acabado y eso es usando nuestro color transformador. Voy a mostrarles cómo nuestro color transformador funciona como un pH en el color permanente y al bajar el pH en el color permanente funciona de esa manera para bajar el pH. Vamos a presentarles aquí. Tenemos nuestro frasco B, pueden ver aquí. Lo vamos a llenar hasta. Este es nuestro cliente para un color. Ahora,
During this part, Nick, quick question. As Mavelli's like demonstrating and pouring the liquids, can we make her a bit bigger?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think the presentation slide should still be like at the bottom corner as a reference. Like, let's still have both of them up, but I just want Mavelli to be slightly bigger. What were you saying, Mavelli? Sorry to cut you off.
No. Aquí voy a mostrar el B es nuestro color. Lo que hace es que sube pH en el cabello para poder depositar y levantar el cabello para que más rasgue el cabello. Entonces vamos a mostrarle aquí. Este es el B. Jana, so I have water for the base because I don't have a base for that yet.
Yeah, whatever you have, just pretend it. We'll just make everything imaginary right now, but yeah, just pretend like you're gonna drop it in.
Okay. Y aquí les voy a mostrar con el color, aplicando nuestra base. Se va a hacer un tono verde y vamos a ver cómo va a ir cambiando al aplicando la base. Si pueden ver, va cambiando. Y esto es lo que pasa en el pH del cabello cuando Ahora, vamos a ver nuestro transformador. Nuestro transformador va a ver cómo cambia de tonalidad a un como mora y eso nos va a presentar cómo va y el pH en el cabello. Entonces aquí tenemos nuestro color naranja. Vamos a ir con el cliente. Le vamos a aplicar nuestra color transformador aquí y pueden ver cómo va cambiando. Y esto es lo que pasa cuando se lo aplicamos a nuestra skin. Obviamente no va a ser morado, pero iba a cambiar el oil.
Mavelli, are you in vial C right now? Which one are you on?
D.
You're on vial D? Okay.
Ya.
Just to help Nick out, like whenever you're done, can you just say like next slide so he knows when to go to the next one?
No sé
Okay.
hablar español, lo siento.
Sorry. Okay. En este frasco de vamos a aplicar lo que es la neutra y vamos a aplicar, voy a demostrar cómo es que baja nuestro color transformador. Entonces vamos a empezar aplicando nuestra base. Allí, si pueden ver, tenemos la base. Y ya vamos a bajar el amoníaco con nuestro color transformador. Ven cómo lo baja así. Entonces, si es como funciona nuestro transformador, y entonces el color permanente a color de mi. Next slide. Aquí les voy a demostrar el frasco. Vamos a sacar un poquito menos y nos vamos a ir aplicando un poquito más de nuestra base. Entonces aquí vamos a aplicar más base en este color transformador. Si lo pueden ver ahí. Y no se les olvide estar en sintonía. Hagan de los tres que vamos a regalar. Next slide. Okay. Ahora vamos a demostrarle en el frasco y vamos a estar vaciándole de uno a otro para que el color transformado. Aquí sí, el frasco F y ahora vamos a aplicarle el color transformado. Pueden ver ahí cómo cambió. Porque le aplicamos menos. Es muy importante medidas correctas, ya que puede pasar, que puede cambiar el amoníaco, puede por el color. Entonces, aquí no tengo las mezclas adecuadas, pero recuerden tener la mezcla adecuada y la proporción, un color perfecto al final. Next slide. Sí, sí, usted. Nuestra mezcla es perfecta. Una parte de color, una parte de nuestros volúmenes y 0.5 de nuestro transformador. La recomendación de Spark es desde cuando tengan el cabello tap, o que ha sido aclarante bien, se recomienda de que aplique solamente 10 minutos y si aplica los 10 minutos, el color procesado que ha sido químicamente aclarado absorbe el color más rápido. Entonces no hay necesidad de dejarlo tanto tiempo. Un cabello virgen se recomienda que 3 minutos ya tardar un poquito más en procesar el cabello y absorber el color porque está saludable. Next slide. Ahora vamos a poner a prueba conmigo y a ver cuáles son los ganadores. ¿Qué es el color transformado? Peróxido de volumen 5, peróxido de volumen 0, un diluidor de pH, peróxido volumen 5. Y el resultado es C. Nuestro color transformador es un color de pH y funciona para que nuestro permanente. ¿Cuánto más producto para tratar cuando usas el color transformador? 5%, 10%, 15%, 25%, el resultado es 23% más que los líderes competidores. Ahora,
Isabella, just to chime in here really quick. Sorry to cut you off.
Yes.
One of these moments I wish I could speak Spanish so badly. But whenever you read the question and you read, okay, here's the possible answers, A, B, C, or D, don't forget to remind the audience, like, hey guys, comment in the chat area what you think the right answer is. The first person to get this answer correctly will win a Just a Taste intro kit. So do that for every single question. Just remind the audience, chat what they think the right answer is. First person wins a Just a Taste intro kit. And if you want, you could even say what the kit entails. Like, remember guys, this kit is like 12 shades, it's one color transformer, and it's a 13 volume developer. All this for $60, but you could get it for free.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, we don't have to repeat this. It's fine. But I just wanted to just kind of remind you.
Okay. I would add that.
I don't think we've done this question yet. have we?
¿Cuál es la proporción de meta en nuestro color transformador? No se les olvide dar abajo por el lado. Y esto recuerden que van a ganar dos sectores con tres resúmenes y un color transformador. Al primer ganador que pone el color correcto. La respuesta es A, B, una para color, dos peróxido y una para color transformador. C, una parte de color parte peróxido y 0.25 de color transformador. O D, una parte color, una parte transformador, una parte de volumen y 0.5 color. Ya están de cuál que ganador se va. Y la respuesta es D.
This is where you go into the thank you part, correct?
No, this is where she'll go into slide 27. That's where she'll just kind of recap like the benefits of the color transformer, but as she's speaking to it, all of these beautiful hair images will pop up. And she'll be like, like check out what your fellow stylists have done with the color transformer on social media, and just kind of recap the benefits and features.
So you just finished your answer there, and we'll go right into it.
Vean algunos de nuestros compañeros estilistas para ustedes. Estoy usando la línea con el color transformador de pertenece de mi. Aquí están algunos trabajos. ¿Tienes algunas preguntas? Comenten en el chat si te preguntas, voy a contactarte. Así no te quedes con una duda. Ven y visítanos aquí en el show de hoy. Y también si quieres más información puedes ir a Spark o visítanos Spark Color en Instagram. Mi nombre es Noelia Escalera, con gusto saludarte.
Nick, I'm viewing on speaker view or presenter view right now, and like I don't know if it's just because we're doing a rehearsal, it's not like the real thing, but sometimes the text on the PowerPoint comes off just a tiny bit fuzzy. Is that normal? Or is there anything that we can do on our end to kind of sharpen it?
Let's go back to one. Like these?
Yeah, just a tiny bit fuzzy. I mean, on our end, like if we need to make any text bigger, we will. But for example, how like underneath every single answer, color, peroxide, color transformer, it's just a little fuzzy.
Yeah, so, I mean, a recommendation is that these slides were built in 4.3. you guys rebuilt these slides in 16:9, I don't have to then make any backgrounds. I can keep your presentation like up, and then just keep in mind that I'm going to put a video in somewhere. So if you kind of chose an area on the screen to not fill with PowerPoint content, because that's then where I'm going to lay, the camera shot, is a way that we can do this. Because then the PowerPoint is the background, and then I add one layer of the camera shot.
Okay, so remind me again. So the PowerPoint is built in what ratio, and you would need it in like 16:9 instead?
Right, yeah, it would be 16:9 instead. So, it would, you build it in something like this. So then it fills the whole screen. And then I would, let me see if I have any, no, I don't have any, I would have to close it.
But then leave like a section maybe to the left where we just leave it blank, and that's where you'll overlay like Mavelli or Ellery speaking?
Exactly.
Got it, okay. Yeah, okay. I'll get with Brenna, who's the head of our art department, and we'll rework the PowerPoints, both the English and Spanish version, and then we'll send it over, like a final version over to you by the end of the week.
Okay, great. And then I'll send it back with the camera shot, and then you guys can approve, and we'll go from there.
Awesome, thank you. Alrighty. I think, I think we need to meet as a team and meet with Lisette, since she is fluent in Spanish, to kind of give you more edits, Mavelli, as far as like when you're speaking, like what you're saying, if she has any edits, like we'll just meet as a team for that. But as far as from my end, I think you did really well. The only edit I want to have is for the science demonstration, just making sure that when you're dropping in like the base of the transformer, just kind of hold it up to the camera. Do you mind doing that right now? Just to pretend, just grabbing, liquid. Yeah, I think if you could like pour in, like whether you're pouring in the base or the transformer, just do it a little slowly, and then have the vial as close to the camera as possible, just so they can kind of see it. So maybe even closer. Yeah, I think that'd be good. Yeah.
Okay.
So Stephanie and Kelly, are you guys still on? I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Just moving it closer to where they can see when it's changing.
Yeah, absolutely. Just moving it closer and then just pouring a little slower. But when we meet as a team and you like go through the whole presentation as if you were doing it for real, like Stephanie, Kelly, and I will like sit and pretend to be the audience, and we'll like give you more feedback then. But Steph and Kelly, if you guys are still on, do you guys have any edits?
Not right now.
Okay. Alrighty then.
I don't speak Spanish, so from that point of view.
All right. Well, other than that, Mavelli, you did really good.
I just feel like I just have to be a little bit more enthusiastic. But I'm kind of nervous, but I'll keep practicing just to hit the main points as well.
Yeah. No worries. I'll schedule another meeting for us next week. And then I think Lisette said that she shipped the vials that will be I can't even speak right now. The vials that were delayed, they will be arriving tomorrow, so you will have them to also practice with. And I'm getting the ingredients of like everything, the base and the transformer liquid, so you guys can recreate it at home and just have more to play and practice around with.
Okay, perfect.
Alrighty, but Nick, Jeff, Tika, Leslie, do you guys have any additional feedback or any other pointers or tips?
I got a question. When you guys go to those demos on the vials, what's the how long? Like the length of it? Was it about what we did today, or do you think it'll be longer?
I think it'll be longer. That's why I honestly think it'll be nice if the girls can cue you to move on to the next slide in any way. I imagine the girls will spend about like anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute on each of those slides, because they'll be pouring it in, showing the liquid change colors, but then speaking to it and explaining, okay, what does this mean? What does this represent as far as like hair? So I can imagine, yeah, a minute or so.
Okay, I was just looking out for like dead space on the air as far as audio. So like if I should lay, a little bit of background track like this as she's doing it, just to fill the dead space, I guess.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Okay, so
if you have any background music that's like science-y, because our theme is the science behind Color Transformer, that'd be entertaining.
Yeah, if you have a specific track, you're welcome to send to me and I can download and play. But yeah, if not, I could work on something. I could find something that'll work.
Okay.
The only things that I wanted to add into, and for one, the camera loves you, Mavelli. You look really, really good on camera, so that's great. The other thing that I would say is just to make sure that you enunciate all of your words, because sometimes when it comes over in video form, sometimes it's not as clear, so just make sure to enunciate really well.
Okay.
But other than that, you did great.
Agreed. You did great, Mavelli.
Thank you.
All right, well, thank you guys very much.
All right, thank you guys. Leslie, I will send you an email of all the correct answers. Nick, I'll send you an email of the reformatted PowerPoint, and then a track, for you to play as the girls are doing the science experiment. And then Mavelli, I'll touch base with you and the rest of the team as far as another rehearsal for us.
And Jenna, would you mind emailing me everyone's phone number?
Yes.
Perfect, thank you.
All righty, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, great job.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.